Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is time for my YouTube earnings update for the entire month of March. I checked and YouTube has updated through March 31st, so we are ready to rumble. I have been waiting all day for the incredibly bright sun to go down. It put me in such a down mood. Do not like the sun. I am on one hand extremely excited about the month of March, and on the other hand, I want to be, not too incredibly overly excited because something very similar happened to me last year at this time. If you remember, many of you who are still watching me found me last year with a haircutting video. YouTube had put that out there, and a lot of you guys were finding it. In one quick month, I gained a whole bunch of subscribers, and people were commenting on a particular hair video, and it took a while before it dawned on me that somehow they're finding this. So I finally looked into traffic sources, and I found that it was being found in the browse feature. So YouTube was helping me out by putting that video out there, got me all kinds of new subscribers, and that was at a point in my life where I wanted to drop the coupon blog that I was doing and all the coupon deals and move to 100% full-time on YouTube. Because I got new subscribers, and I remember it was just a very hard decision for me, and many of you who at the time were complete strangers to me were just so nice, and I thought, okay, I will lose my coupon audience, but I'm going to have a new online family here with YouTube. So it helped me to make that transition, which I did, and I have been full-time YouTube ever since. Now, when I say full-time, I mean full-time hours-wise, not income-wise, and when I say full-time, I mean time and a half, double time. This is what I do from the time I get up until I go to bed, 7 days a week, with a few exceptions where I'm forced to live some kind of life. I am focusing on my YouTube channel and all that it entails. So anyway, that's what happened last year, and then I started doing the monthly updates and the earnings, and without looking at figures, I know that haircutting video, my line was probably like this, and it brought me up to like here. So I would still go up and down, but I was going up and down a bit higher than before. And for a whole year, it seems like I bounced around from maybe like $200 a month in earnings to $300. I think twice I went over 300 by a little bit, and even at times, like one time I went up to $300, and then the month after that I was down to less than 200. So it really was up and down for a solid year, but yet it never went down to like $60 or whatever, like things that I was making before that haircutting video went just tiny bit viral. Wasn't viral. Fast forward to now, I noticed that my Quilt As You Go tote bag, the same thing has happened to that tote bag video as did my hair video a year ago. It is being found. I don't know for sure if it's through the browse feature, but definitely it is being put out there as a suggested video. Also, I happen to tap into an area in the search where a lot of people are searching for Quilt As You Go, but there were very few videos that had that in the title. So anybody who searches for it, it brings me to the front page. So that has helped tremendously. So I'm excited because I got a whole bunch of new subscribers because of that. And it's so funny. It's like everybody else was saying, oh, I found you through a haircutting video. And now I'm hearing, I found you through a quilting video. And like I have stated before, you just need to have content on your channel for those people who do come and find you, that they have other things they want to watch. It keeps them entertained. But I do have enough quilting videos now to keep them interested in looking at other things on my channel, and then they get to know me. So the good thing is we have this whole new rush of people that came in. The bad thing is it might be another year now before I see another increase. Again, I'm going up another step, but I'm sure I'll go up and down within this step. Now, what I have heard from many of the tipsters that I watch, when something goes good for you, you have to feed into that. You have to let YouTube know, hey, I realize that that you guys have probably put this video out there, and it's getting me a lot of views, it's getting me a lot of watch time, so I'm going to do the best I can to keep that going. So I really need to be making more quilting videos if I want to play this game the smart way, because that right now is what's bringing in the viewers and the new subscribers. And yes, watch time is right now the most important thing, but the more subscribers you have and the more views you have, the more watch time you're going to have. So I really have to, focus on that and, not let this opportunity slip by, because if I don't just keep working on my channel full force, it would start to tank. Now, it might tank next month anyway. It's just the way it goes. Right now, I'm getting a lot of activity because of that video, which I think is up to like 45,000. And then I have, I did two things with that Quilt As You Go. I made the panel, that's got almost 45,000 viewers, and then I made the actual tote. I'm not seeing that one right now. And then my mother's Quilt As You Go quilt is over 10,000. So those are really the reason why this month is looking as good as it is. So I'll be anxious to see next month. If I can just hang in there and not drop by too much, I'll be happy. But again, I don't want to be all excited because I don't want to be let down in any way. Even though I know things go up and things go down, I would be a little bit sad if they went really way down. But they can. So let's just stop talking about it and let's get to the stats. I think I might need some light. I don't know. Ugh, reminds me too much of the sun. My glasses are filthy, probably so dirty that you can see that. Okay, we are doing the YouTube earning updates for March of 2017. I will be comparing to February. I also will compare a few of the stats to last year at this time, and a couple of them to the year before. So March of 2016 and March of 2015. So you can just see the vast difference that a year or two makes. February, for the full month, I uploaded 52 videos. For the full month of March, I uploaded 59. For February, the net subscribers that I got for the month, some come, some go, I was left with 725 net subscribers. In March, I got 2,217 net subscribers. That is because of the quilt video. In February, my views were 117,814. My views for March are 228,049. Not quite double, but almost double the amount of views. Now my watch time. This is going to blow your mind. For February, it was 775,269. For March, 1,794,748. I got over 1 million more watch time minutes for March than I did in February. That's a lot. I've not had any kind of numbers in the millions, have I? No. Geez, I only have a total of like 1.5 million views total on my whole channel. But this is watch time, and I have 1.7 million minutes of watch time for March. Again, quilt videos. My retention has stayed the same at 44%. My gender has changed a little bit. Last month it was 16% boys, 84% girls. This month we're down to 14% boys, 86% girls. I keep losing those boys now and then, but they come back. That 2% comes back. They realize they miss me. Shares. Last month, 345 of my videos were shared. This month, 996 were shared. My end screens, last month I had 1,265 clicks for a total of 2.93%. And this time my percentage is down a little bit, 2.51%. I got a total of 103,830 impressions. That means that's how many times people saw my end screen, or at least made it to there. And out of those 103 plus thousand impressions, I got 2,603 actual clicks. So that means it's only 2.51% of the audience who saw my end screen actually clicked. I don't know really how else to push that. I'm doing the best that I can, but we'll see. Maybe some people will start clicking more. I just keep playing with what I put on my end screen, and we'll see if I can make it go up a little bit. Suggested videos last month was 47%. This is for traffic sources. And this month it was 56%. My browse feature videos went down a little bit. It was 27% last month and 22% this month. Now my revenue. For February, my revenue was $321.08. And that was the most that I had earned in 1 month to date. And this month... and I wish I could be more happy. It's because I am very realistic. I know this is a much better number. It's better than I expected or that I even hoped for. But it will come down. And I don't want to be like all bubbly and like, yes, I know what I'm doing. Because I got a little bit lucky this month. Oh, I hate that word lucky. I got lucky because I created my own luck. I've been doing as much of the right things as I possibly can. I do work very hard at this. So it's not really a matter of luck. It's that what I'm doing paid off, at least for 1 month. And it could go down next month. But my revenue for the month of March was $658.09. So I was quite pleased with that. Halfway through the month, I was at $224.49, and I remember telling you in that video, I could possibly have my first $400 month. Well, I did. I was like at $400 like within the next week, and then I was like, oh my God. So very glad that I had a video there that was going to help me out. I hope I can keep up the momentum. But let me tell you a little bit about, for last year, my revenue for the full month of March was $161.09. I think that was the first month that I did an update for, or I can't remember if that was for April. Still haven't figured all that out. But I was just coming out of a hole. Up until then, I was lucky if I made $25. If I made $50, I thought I was doing phenomenal. And in 2015, my revenue for the entire month of March was $25.95. Let's do the countries really quick, and then I'll take you in to see the stats. I had a total of 182 countries. It is kind of getting dark. Let me at least put this light. It won't be in my eyes. Total countries, 182. First top 3 is always US, UK, Canada. This is in terms of watch time. 69% of my watch time minutes came from the US, 9.7 from UK, 7.5 from Canada, 2.8 from Australia, 1.2 from Germany, 0.6 from India, 0.6 from Netherlands, 0.5 from New Zealand, 0.5 from Sweden, and 0.4 from Denmark. My bottom 5 are 5th from last. Don't tell me I can't read my writing again. Somalia? This is the one I'm having trouble with. 4th from last. I can understand the New Guinea part, but Papua, P-A-P-U-A, Papua New Guinea? I don't know. 3rd from last, Liberia. 2nd from last, British Virgin Islands. All words I not only know how to pronounce, but I would be able to spell in a spelling bee. And the bottom place is Angola. And those videos each got anywhere between 3 to 16 seconds of watch time. Hallelujah. What are we going to make the goal for next month? See, I'm torn because I would like to increase the goal. I mean, obviously, I have to increase the goal from 400. We surpassed that. So every time I surpass or come close to a goal, I increase the goal. But I'm afraid to increase too much because this could drop. I could make $300 next month and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so far from my goal. But then on the other hand, when I make a goal, I eventually reach it. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, we don't know. But as long as YouTube exists and I'm able to upload videos, we will make it. So I don't know. I'm torn. Part of me wants to just make it a nice round number, like $1,000 for a month. Should we do that, or should I play it safe and say 700 because we didn't quite reach it, or 800? I don't know. Let's think about it. We'll think about it. Let's go ahead on my computer and look at some analytics. Okay?
As you can see, we are looking at the analytics for March 1st through March 31st. And if you remember, when I did the halfway through update, I was excited that I had my first ever day of over $20, and I was so psyched. And I had mentioned to you guys that even though we were looking only through the 15th, that I had noticed already that on the 16th, I made another day over $20. That was actually $24.01. But then look at this. I have 3 days over 30. And I never went below $20 again for the whole last 2 weeks of March. So that was pretty cool. It really was. It was fun and exciting, and yet I don't want to hold on to that excitement too much. We're just going to take it as it comes. You can see that my quilt as you go with sashing, I mean, just that one video has earned me almost $125 in 1 month. And the quilt as you go by row, that's my mother's quilt. That totally pays for all the fabric I bought to make her quilt. So that's cool. And then it's DIY tote, quilt, and then some of my hair videos. I'm surprised that Peanut Gallery Mail is, ranking as high as this. Another quilt, duct tape. So let me just scroll down a little bit and let you guys study this. If you want to study it longer, just push pause. Go over to the next page. I mentioned that it's good to have DIY in your title. A lot of people search for DIY. Okay, so I'm going to just let you guys study this. And there's the rest. Now let me pull up that quilt video and we'll see if we can learn anything from that. We want the quilt as you go with sashing. Now we're looking at the earnings for this one for just this month. Now I don't even know when I put that up. Let's look at the lifetime of this so we can see when I actually uploaded it. Okay, so I must have uploaded it on February 1st. Just kind of was like this for a whole month, and then in March it just took off, especially here. Don't know what that means. Okay, let's look at traffic sources for that. Let's see if there was ever a time it made it into browse feature. Now see, this surprises me. It's suggested videos 71% and browse feature only 12%. But let's see just for this month. Let's go back to, well, I mean March. YouTube is still in March in their world. They haven't hit April yet. Still a big difference. Suggested videos 72% and browse features 11%. So suggested videos can't be all that bad because it certainly got me a lot of new subscribers. I mean, over 2,000 of them.
I feel bad that I'm not more upbeat. I'm just really tired today. The sun did quite the number on me. I don't know why I have such a bad reaction to daylight. When it's bright, I couldn't work today. I had to go and just cover my head and try to be in as much darkness as I could. The other thing is, yes, I am trying to be very realistic with this. Things could tank. That's okay. The other two things that bother me is that I have been getting, and I always do get, messages from haters when I upload these videos about my earnings. Two complaints I get. I'm bragging and I'm trying to be a show-off. First, I don't know how you can think somebody is bragging when they're making several $100s a month and they're working 80 hours per week. Nothing to brag about there. The other thing is that it's nobody's business, and I just should not be talking about money. And I just don't understand things like that, because it is not the money that I'm proud of. And I am proud of the money I make. I don't care if it would be that I went from a quarter to $1. I would be proud of that transition. I'm proud of how hard I work at this and how seriously I take it. That's no different than somebody going to school and getting awesome grades and saying, wow, I graduated with a 3.9. You know, there's nothing wrong with being happy with success and being proud of success. There is a whole lot of shit in my life that I am not proud of, never have been, never will be. So I like to try to hang on to the few things that I feel good about. If you have an issue with money and knowing about money and that you think money is bad, that's your problem, not mine. I do think I have enough supporters out there who like this series. I wouldn't have done it for a year had I not gotten also very good feedback about people who appreciate that I do this, to be able to give YouTube content creators a realistic view. And it's not like I'm some YouTube tipster who's just spewing out all kinds of things to try to get you psyched so I can sell you an ebook. I can't get you psyched about anything other than just watching what it's like to go through it as a normal YouTuber. I am trying harder to learn and to start taking ideas from the tipsters that I listen to, and I'm very fussy with my tipsters. And I will do a video about that, because it's important to know that the person you're listening to is not just all hype, but also someone who has been there and has done that. Those are the people you want to listen to. So let me write that down. That's going to make a good YouTube tip video. How to decide who to listen to. How? See, it's getting a little darker. I'm starting to wake up. My fangs will be growing soon. With that said, I have implemented some tips that I think helped me also. One of them is I do a lot of research now on my titles and tags. A lot. I figure if I am going to spend several hours recording and editing a video, that I need to put in at least a good amount of time in doing the research for the titles and tags and all that. Because why put a whole lot of time into something and just let it sit there? You might as well give it that little bit more and make it be as successful as it can be. At least try to get it noticed by YouTube. Most of the time I do research on titles and tags while my video is actually uploading to YouTube, which can be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. I've had a video be uploaded within an hour and I'm still not done doing research on my titles and tags. So I would say I spend at least 30 minutes up to an hour doing research on just titles and tags. And definitely that has helped, because by watching what's going on, I knew that quilt video was doing good. And that was like, I told my mother, you want a quilt? I know I'm doing it quilt as you go, because I'll be able to use quilt as you go in the title. And that one is over 10,000 views, and it's starting to pay off for me. When you're doing something right, keep doing that same thing. Repeat it. Use the same tags. Use a lot of the same words in the titles. Get it, up there. And let YouTube know that when you have something good, you're going to do your best to keep it going. They'll promote you more. YouTube wants you to succeed because they're getting a cut of your ad revenue. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That's a good thing. They want to make money. The only way they can make money is by you making money, because you, in fact, pay them. It's our AdSense accounts that we're using to put ads onto our videos. We don't have to put ads on the videos. It's not like YouTube is paying us to create content. AdSense is paying us to create content. YouTube gets a cut of it. So that's, how it works. Think of it that way. We're not working and getting paid by YouTube. They're just saying, if you want to put videos on our channel, we will let you make money off them if you want, as long as you give us a cut. And it is totally worth it. The other thing I want to mention is I did do 2 videos on tips, I believe. Let me go look. Yes, I did. I did 2 tips recently, YouTube tip videos. And remember, I'm speaking to you as someone who is sharing their own personal experiences. It doesn't mean that yours is going to be the same. And it also doesn't mean that it has to take you 2.5 years to get where I am. You could start a channel and just have it go up right away. You know, I'm not saying that I'm good at this. I'm just saying I'm as good as I can be, and I'm always trying to learn more. And with all the tips in the world, content still does matter. You have to at least be able to entertain or engage your audience, whether you're teaching them something or just being funny. You have to keep them wanting to watch you and to watch all your videos. I don't know. I'm doing something right, but I have to do more right things. The 2 tips, and I will have my tips. I will have my tips playlist as one of the things on the end screen. One is how to increase YouTube watch time with playlists. So incredibly important. I can't tell you enough that you have to be using playlists in the right way and using your playlist links to share your videos on social media or in emails or on your blog. Wherever you embed your videos, you need to be using your playlist link. And notice that I told you I will have my YouTube tips playlist in the end screen. I'm not going to put an individual video there. I'm going to be putting a playlist in there. That's how much you need to be using playlists. And then the other one is titles, descriptions, comments, and tags. And I went through that and told you what I've learned from tipsters, and I did implement those tips, and I really do think that that has also helped me. I'm sorry if I appear to be down. I can just tell I'm tired. My face looks tired. And I slept pretty late. I don't know. I just need to catch up, I guess. Catch up on some sleep. Complete waste of time, sleep. I just don't like it. But it's starting to get a little bit dark, and I will just blossom as soon as the sun can go completely down and that darkness arrives. The girl will be humming. I hope that this encourages you to know that you can make at least some money on YouTube. You really can. I don't know, though, still, if anybody would want to work as many hours or be able to work as many hours as I do for that amount of money. But again, you could do it a different way and make that kind of money, maybe working just a few hours a week. I don't know. But it's worth a try. And you can't give up. You have to always treat your channel like you've made it and keep it that way. Because if you believe your channel is big, others will too, because you will treat it like a big channel. And others will notice that. So just always remember that you're not just creating a video for today, you're creating a video for years. So do the best that you can, and good luck. Good luck. I want everyone to succeed. So I will be back in 2 weeks with halfway of where we're going. April. We're in April. So I'll be back maybe on the 17th or 18th, around there. They'll have it updated for the first 2 weeks, and we'll see how I did. So please subscribe so you don't miss it. I want you to be there with me, no matter what happens. Oh, a goal. What are we going to set for a goal? Why don't we just go for 1,000? Let's be brave and daring, and let's just do it. My new goal is $1,000 for a month. And let's try to say that I will reach that by the end of this year. I'm going to give myself all the way till the end of this year to reach that. That makes sense? That makes sense. So I won't be disappointed if it takes a long time. Okay, I will be back with more soon. Bye!
I was a complete mess in this video. I looked like a mess. I felt like a mess. I could not stop yawning. It was crazy. I almost just decided to delete this whole video and try again tomorrow, but there was no way I wanted to start over. So you get me the way I am.